We have come to Hamilton Zoo on our way home. We weren't sure if we were going to be able to park, but we couldn't believe it. They've just put us in the oversized event parking, so we've managed to bring the base station to the zoo. Hi, I'm Emily and I run Emily in NZ, posting about living, working and exploring this beautiful country that is New Zealand. Hit subscribe because I update every week. Let's go check out the zoo. We didn't even get to the entrance and we found our first animal, a praying mantis. I thought the tickets were reasonable comparative to Auckland Zoo and other attractions, especially if you get an annual pass. It'd be well worth it if we lived locally. I liked all the boardwalks, they were really well maintained. You definitely felt like you were in the trees. And this one had some very strange animals indeed. It turned out to be feeding time, which was fantastic timing. Hit subscribe. Now time for a bit of lunch at the playground. The playground's actually right back at the start, which does break up the journey a little bit, but it was really nice that you could order lunch and it was really well priced whilst the kids were on the playground. The size of some of these pens were amazing. On our way round they spotted these slides, so the kids go down the slides and the parents have to walk down the track. What a cool idea! So we found this huge chimpanzee pen and I have to say we were a bit disappointed, we didn't know where they were. We walked up the hill and sure enough we found the chimpanzee house. Not only that, there was a talk happening and they were super active. It did make me feel old when they said the grandmum was the same age as me and her children and grandchildren lived with her. It was good to see playgrounds dotted all the way around. We wouldn't have ever seen anything if we stopped at every one. They're just starting to flag and wanted carrying and needing ice cream pick-me-up. But this was a single scoop and this was a double. Look at the size of it! Taking it for a walk now. It's so massive. Off to go and see Tilly's favourite animal, the giraffe. It was quite a walk up the hill to the giraffe and her shoes were rubbing. That was it, she was being carried and we needed to make our way to the exit via a few more exhibits. We also realised at this point that Monty had appropriate trousers on for visiting the zoo. This was a bit like one of our Department of Conservation walks. There was a tui and we also saw a keriru. Okay, we don't see a queue on many of our walks, maybe only the Arthur's Pass one. This was interesting. This was a ferret, which I hadn't seen before in New Zealand. It was set up on a Department of Conservation hut. In England, it's quite common to have a ferret, particularly in rural areas, but not in New Zealand. You have to have a biosecurity licence to prove that you're allowed to keep one. It was a really good educational exhibit. Thank you, Hamilton Zoo. Haere-ra. I know there's lots more still to see, but the kids were just too tired. See you next time. As it was quite late in the day and we had 2 hours left to drive, the kids got to have their iPads, which they thought was great. That means they don't fall asleep and they can go to bed at a decent time. And we got lucky with the weather. The weather changed and it then rained for the next 4 days. And hit subscribe.
Bye bye. Bye bye.
What an awesome day out. Back home now after our awesome road trip where we called into Hamilton Zoo on our way home. I can highly recommend it. I was super impressed with the parking, as that's one of our challenges with having such a big caravan on whilst on road trips. A cool little zoo, certainly kept us busy for a few hours, and we were so tired towards the end we ended up missing out the bits. The kids had a great time and I can recommend it as a stop on the way through Hamilton. Another great stop in Hamilton is Hamilton Gardens, which you'll see featured in this video. That time we also had a trailer on and we needed parking, and we still managed to find it. So I can recommend Hamilton Gardens. Thank you for watching. I update every week with my recommendations on places to visit in New Zealand and where we've been. So hit subscribe to be notified about my next video. In the meantime, check out one of these videos and I'll see you in my next video.